My work starts with quite a specific process. I pretend to be people online. Most recently it's been men, heterosexual men. I create a character to go into an online community and try and understand what that community is doing and what they're interested in. Then I use the information that I've extracted from it and turn it into installations. Most recently I've been working with a character called Elliot, who is a young man. He has been training for a job called an OnlyFans chatter, which is learning how to communicate as an OnlyFans model on behalf of the models. A lot of the communities I look at, they're not really about visual appearance or visual presence. They're really about language. So all the training and all the communication is done through talking or through texting. Creating a disguise in that way is quite easy because it's just learning the language. There's something really just kind of strangely banal about it, but also I think reveals a very human and a very real desire. This sense of loneliness, wanting intimacy, wanting love. I'm trying to understand how we even got here. What is the recipe of things that have happened that have allowed something like that to happen? I grew up in London. London and the internet are almost like inversions of themselves. The human psyche is like spread out across the city in this like very modular, gridded way. And then you're also kind of like around people constantly. That experience of being in an urban environment is definitely a huge part of the work, and I think has come into it a lot in terms of how I choose materials or how I want people to experience the rooms. When people first enter the room, they look like empty rooms. It's like a floor or like a pipe system on the ceiling. But I fill up the space with other things like scent and sound. It's important for the work to have that feeling of being something that's like intensely intimate and really soft, but at the same time is really almost like alienating and like peculiar and like a bit uneasy. I come to Butterfly House as almost like an antidote to my work and soaking up the natural atmosphere. But it's also influenced me in terms of thinking about these simulated environments. Even though butterfly houses are full of beautiful natural creatures, they're contained in this glass and perspex and silver construction. When I go into the communities online, and going into these spaces, they're built on wanting some kind of freedom. Butterflies communicate through pheromones. Pheromones are supposed to work in like a subconscious way. I was interested in them firstly to try and create the impression of like a person in a space without having someone there, where you sense the presence of like someone really dominant or like someone really submissive. So it's like how it affects behaviour. What's important is having just a general sense of curiosity about the world that you live in and not being afraid to, I don't know, go into dark corners to explore.